7-10 split. Because remember, without that pin setting machinery behind it, you cannot
by the way, I'm
convert
streaming
the
now.
7-10 split. So unless that machinery changes in some way to bounce pins more reliably or predictably, the 7-10 split will remain almost impossible.
Alright, I get on now.
Alright.
Alright. Yes, sir.
Fortnite streaming live.
Alright, tell me once you're on. That's loud. That is really loud. Boom, 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 boom. Can you turn the volume down some, please? No.
The train leaves Nashville traveling west at 96 miles per hour. What is the capital of Angola?
Berlin?
Ooh, this is not going to go well.
The pasta was cooked fast. Wow! So I'm going to take a hard left.
Right, I invited you.
Tonight, the critical phase of the coronavirus pandemic.
I'm watching Abaca World News.
We begin with breaking news.
I guess they're watching Abaca. What?
The ship capsizing with 25 people on board and breaking into pieces. At least 3 people dead, multiple victims rushed to the hospital. The images just in of first responders pulling people from the water. Local and federal authorities are on the scene. The other major headline tonight, the concern over vaccine hesitancy in the U.S. Daily shots down 22% from the country's peak less than 3 weeks ago. Dr. John telling ABC News it is a dangerous time to be unvaccinated. The FDA may soon authorize use of Pfizer's vaccine in children as young as 12. But overseas countries like India facing a devastating surge with global cases up for the 9th straight week. The severe weather threat from the plains to the south. 40 million on alert for damaging winds, large hail, and possible tornadoes. Flash flooding hitting parts of the Gulf Coast.
What?
Rob Marciano is standing by. U.S. troops begin to
What?
finally withdraw from Afghanistan, marking the beginning of the end to America's longest war. New images tonight of an Afghan flag replacing the stars and stripes as the U.S. handed over a camp to Afghan special forces. The concern now for women and girls across the country. Ian Panel in Kabul tonight. Caitlyn Jenner's controversial comment saying transgender athletes should not be allowed to play in girls' sports. An about-face from the California gubernatorial hopeful as a growing list of states push bans on transgender athletes. And America Strong, the singing sensation at just 9 years old, and his rendition of the national anthem going viral.
Did they just say that Caitlyn Jenner was a gubernatorial hopeful? Oh my God.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Lindsay Davis. We begin tonight with breaking news as we come on the air. A boat with at least 25 people on board capsizing, then getting stuck in the shallow surf. The boat was then caught up in a riptide, slamming into rocks and breaking up off the coast of San Diego. The boat tearing into pieces, people thrown into the water and onto jagged rocks. At least 3 people are dead and several injured.
Wow.
Victims were brought to a pier for treatment. First responders rescuing people from the water, the boat, and given CPR at the scene. Authorities are now investigating whether this may have been part of a smuggling operation. ABC's Will Carr starts us off with the latest.
It was a desperate attempt to save lives on the coast of San Diego this afternoon.
The Coast Guard received a report of a 40-foot trawler aground with multiple persons in the water.
More than 24 people were tossed into the chilly waters after their boat capsized. At least 3 drowned. Their vessel destroyed. Pieces seen floating along the rugged shore. U.S. Border Patrol is on the scene tonight investigating whether those aboard were being smuggled.
They got 2 harbor police boats out there plus double jet skis doing search and rescue.
Nearly 100 first responders raced to the scene. Along one pier, several teams performing chest compressions and administering oxygen. 5 victims needed CPR. U.S. Coast Guard helicopters swooping in to rescue those in the water, wrapping them in blankets and getting them onto dry land. While some were able to walk, others were taken away on stretchers. Ambulances transporting them to local hospitals. Harbor Patrol using boats and jet skis searching the open waters for other survivors. Throughout the afternoon, waves continue to carry parts of the boat to shore.
Hold on, I'm gonna reset builds. Let's do a 1B.
The rocks to catalog the wreckage.
So much wreckage there. Will Carr joins us now from Long Beach, California. And Will, the U.S. Border Patrol is holding a news conference there this evening.
That's right, Lindsay. Border Patrol is trying to investigate it. This was a smuggling operation. We know they're at the hospital in San Diego right now trying to figure out who was on board and what led to this tragedy.
Will, thank you. And now the critical next phase in the battle against the pandemic. Vaccines now readily available across the U.S., but the number of administered shots is declining. While more than 103 million Americans are now fully vaccinated, the daily average of shots has dropped 22% in the past 3 weeks. Health officials are trying to make it easy, setting up a pop-up clinic at today's Milwaukee Bucks game. ABC's Trevor Ault has the latest.
Oh,
Tonight, the critical
here you
next
go.
phase in the
Take
race to get
Thursday.
people vaccinated. With daily
What's
shots
Thursday?
down 22%, health
Soccer?
officials now
Yep.
trying to sway the Americans on the fence.
This is a pretty dangerous time to be unvaccinated.
Physicians like North Carolina
You add
Dr.
it to the
Karen
calendar?
Smith are using micro-targeting, reaching out to individuals at a church, a poultry plant, and a convenience store.
We're setting a trusted and
I'm not healing.
Talk tomorrow? Ben. Okay. Alright. Just, concerned, man. Want to make sure you're good. No, which is fine. She just hadn't heard from you, and she knew that you were going to be talking to me at some point. So she
Banger.
called
Let's
me
do
to
a
see
build
what-
fight.
well, she had texted me to see
Let's
what
do a
I
build
thought.
fight. Can you turn on voice chat?
That's fine. Give me a call when you get there. Then we can try to go through this and try to get through it, alright? Alright, man. Love you, bye.
Hey, stop.
Okay, let's do a build fight 1v1.
Can you add 5 to 6:30 Thursday?
healthcare
Yeah.
system, which many of these individuals had lost a long time ago.
Vaccine hesitancy is a major concern in
All right, ready?
Texas. Weekly shots there plummeting more than 50%. This week, the state is slated to have a surplus of
That was weird.
Take you're streaming on YouTube
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. What? Why, Ryan? Yeah.
I just got notification. Watch live now. So everything we were talking about in the background is being recorded, right?
Yeah. All this is on stream.
Live chat. I don't know how to chat live.
Where is my telephone?
Oh, Dad, are you watching?
Yeah, you saw what I.
Way to go, boy! Oh, yo, that didn't spell boy with a Y. He spelled it B-O-I. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm the only one watching.
Yeah, Ryan, actually stop. That's not funny. Ready? Whoops. Ready? That's not funny, Ryan. That's not fun or funny. Alright, ready? Is it like laggy?
Doesn't look like it, I can't see
I have voice chat on. I've literally had voice chat on the whole time.
Doses with no clinics asking for them. Dallas mother Heather Simpson, once an adamant anti-vaxxer, is now advocating for people to trust
Honestly,
the science.
drop heels and grapple.
She was very anti-vax and she's getting the COVID vaccine. Maybe they can feel safer about it and maybe follow after my lead.
And new virus outbreaks are still popping up in Republic, Washington, indoor
We were in game chat. Why'd you just...
of the city infected. And in Oregon, with cases climbing 123%,
Oh, yeah.
Maria Nazario fears the worst. Her 2-year-old son Jeremiah took months to recover from the virus.
What happens if we were to get COVID again? Is he gonna react the exact same way he did before? That's my biggest fear.
As early as tomorrow, the FDA may grant emergency authorization to administer the Pfizer vaccine to children between 12
I'm gonna have it on
and
push to
15.
talk.
12-year-old Caleb Chung is part of the trial.
Yeah, I definitely hope we get back to whatever we would call normal eventually soon.
So many hoping for that.
Whoa,
Trevor
we
joins
need
us
to
now
register
from
you
the
guys.
vaccination site here in New York City.
Register us for
And Trevor, if the FDA
vaccines.
does authorize Pfizer's vaccine for 12 to 15-year-olds in the coming days,
I
how
bet
soon
I'm
could they
12. I
actually
can get a
the shot?
vaccine now.
Well, it wouldn't be immediate, Lindsay. The labels would need to be updated, and the CDC advisory committee would have to meet to add that recommendation. But it is likely younger teenagers could start to receive their first shots by the end of the month. Lindsay?
Trevor, thank you. Overseas vaccine rates are much lower, and the virus is
1470
spreading. The average
points.
for new cases worldwide this week higher than it's been at any time during the pandemic. India, the
Yo,
hardest hit
Ryan, we're gonna be playing in contender lobbies.
around
You better
the
be good.
world. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan telling this week. the
Yo, Ryan,
US
we're
is
gonna be
working
playing
to send
in
more
contender lobbies. You better
assistance
be
as
good.
the situation there grows increasingly desperate. Here's ABC's
I know, I'm
Jordan
literally
McConnell.
talking and push to talk right now. Do you not hear me? Bro, I'm literally pressing my button. What? Maybe it doesn't work in the loading screen.
We're proud of what
Let
we've
me
done
check.
so far, which has included multiple plane loads.
Hello? Yeah, it says push to talk is V. Oh yeah, it probably doesn't work in the loading screen. Yeah, it's because I wasn't pressing it.
400,000 plus new cases, more than 3,600 deaths. Some
Yeah, I
experts
can.
say the figures are undercounted and
Can
could
you
be
hear
as
me?
much as 10 times higher. With overwhelmed hospitals shutting doors,
I'm literally pressing the button right now.
gasping for breath. And mass cremations across the country.
When I step onto my balcony, the first thing
I'm just gonna wait.
smell is smoke.
India is the pandemic scenario governments everywhere have dreaded, and one that could still boomerang beyond India.
The greater number of mutations that occur, and this virus tends to become more fit to be able to infect, replicate, and spread.
Surges also underway in Brazil, Iran, and Turkey. Global cases nearly
Is it working now?
doubling in the last 2 months.
To put it in perspective,
Alright, that's good.
there were almost as many cases globally last week as in the first.
Bro, I might have to continue streaming. No, I'm landing up there. That's where I land.
Julia McFarland joins us now. Tell us about the variant of the virus in India that's getting so much attention.
Maybe we can both land up there.
Right, Lindsay, so far there's not enough evidence.
Maybe we can both land up there. My stream is so laggy. I think.
Regardless, most non-citizens traveling from India will be barred from entering the United States starting Tuesday. So, the White House on one hand offering help, but also on the other hand trying to pull up the drawbridge. Lindsay?
Julia, thank you. And back here at home, severe weather is targeting parts of the country over the next few days. 40 million people on alert through Tuesday. Parts of Texas getting a month's worth of rain in one day. This is swinging.
Because it's good. It gives you better frames and stuff.
Homes and cars there flooded. ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano joins us now. Rob, take us through the forecast.
I don't know. People like it.
Lindsay, we got a couple areas of rough weather across the U.S. right now. In the south and the high plains, Denver reporting a 62-mile-an-hour wind gust, and now a tornado watch just posted for Mississippi and parts of Alabama.
So cool.
You see it on the radar scope, that area is getting more active in the southeast, and tornadoes will be possible tonight. The impulse going through Denver, that's going to take hold tomorrow. St. Louis, Louisville, Little Rock, you'll be under the gun. Then on Tuesday, gets into the same areas that are getting hit tonight. Lindsay?
Rob, thank you. And now to Afghanistan, where the drawdown of U.S. forces is underway. Today, U.S. troops turned over control of a camp in the Helmand province to Afghan special forces troops. The Afghan flag replacing the stars and stripes one day after the original May 1st deadline for the withdrawal of U.S. forces. The Taliban is now stronger and more forceful than any time since they were overthrown. There's concern now for women and girls in the country who have made huge strides. ABC's senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell is in Afghanistan.
As the troop withdrawal gets underway, there are growing fears here about what it'll mean for the women and girls of Afghanistan, whose faces adorn the walls of the capital, Kabul. Since the fall of the Taliban, they've made huge advances. Fawzia Kufi's political career began after the
SpongeBob Brown fans.
in 2001.
Very bad.
She's worked tirelessly for women's equality at home and in the workplace, and to help girls get back to school.
Very actually wish.
But speaking out can carry a death sentence from
I
the
need a
militants,
shotgun.
and Fawzia herself has survived 2 assassination attempts. Today, she worries about the American withdrawal.
I feel like a lot of uncertainty, things that will be unpredictable, uncertainty in terms of what will happen to the woman.
Can I ask, do you feel betrayed?
I must say that yes, it has become not only a strategic failure for our
Ryan, I'm gonna take your purple, your brown makeshift revolver and your brown makeshift SMG. I mean gray, brown. What am I saying?
They claim they'll allow girls to attend school, but many are unconvinced.
Cool.
The generation here has been given something denied to their mothers, an education. Female enrollment in secondary schools grew from 6% in 2003 to 39% in 2017.
There are many front lines in Afghanistan, and this is a key one.
Where's the mask, dude?
Learning in school, something the Taliban banned, but something they're fighting for, equality in Afghanistan.
And for these girls,
You're so mean. Oh yeah, because I got the god chest.
So if like the Taliban regime took over in Pakistan, like everything, the door of our minds, the door of our hopes will be closed.
Hundreds of women have been targeted over the last year, and many of them killed. And it spread a climate of fear that when American troops are gone, the gains for so many, especially for women and girls, will be taken away once more. Lindsay?
Ian, thank you. And in Israel, a national day of mourning and remembrance for the 45 men and boys killed on Friday, trampled during an ultra-Orthodox religious festival. Flags flying at half-staff throughout the country. Prayers at the Western Wall for those trampled. 100,000 people attended the festival despite COVID restrictions. Several children and teens are among the dead.
Monster truck.
Fire for remarks she made about transgender athlete Jenner, who transitioned after an Olympic gold medal career.
Monster
said she doesn't think trans girls should be allowed to compete in female sports. Those comments are drawing fire as several states now try to ban trans girls from competing. Here's ABC's Zareen Shah.
I'm here.
Tonight, California gubernatorial hopeful Caitlyn Jenner giving this controversial statement to TMZ on trans legislation.
So, legislation in various states to ban biological boys who are trans from playing girls' sports in school. What's your opinion on that?
Question of fairness.
Where?
That's why I oppose biological boys who are trans competing in girls' sports in school. It just isn't fair. And we have to protect girls' sports.
I already have a car.
It's a dramatic shift for Jenner, a transgender woman and advocate.
Okay.
I also want to acknowledge all the young trans athletes who are out there, given the chance to play sports as who they really are.
Her latest comments coming as
I gotta
over
fill up.
30 states consider banning trans athletes competing based on identity. Governors in 7 states.
Oh my bro.
Making it against the law for
Hold on,
transgender
Ryan,
girls
wait.
to compete on a public school girls sports team. Lawmakers are
Because I just got yeeted by the car.
unfair advantage. In March 2020, Idaho's House Bill 500, dubbed the Fairness in Women's Sports Act, banned trans girls and women's ability to compete in female sports leagues.
It's about making sure that we preserve those opportunities.
ABC's Ken Whitworth spoke to Lindsay Hecox, who filed a lawsuit with the help of
You go faster off road.
By August, the court placed a preliminary injunction against the law. Meanwhile, the lawsuit is pending. The law itself cannot be enforced.
No.
Hecox stresses that she should
No, I can just get in your car. Hold on, wait for me. I'm coming.
Something about
All right, man, you home?
athletes, they feel like it's gonna be some huge, tall, muscular superstar, and I don't even think most of my teammates would even think of me as trans. Like, just look like a regular girl.
And Lindsay, tomorrow here in Pasadena, the 9th Circuit Court of Appeals will start oral arguments in that Idaho
Alright,
Yeah.
so I did
regarding
mine.
excluding
Right, my car is less destroyed.
will determine if that law is constitutional. Lindsay, keeping an
I
eye
guess
on
I
that,
probably
Serene,
should be
thank
home
you.
by 5
Continued demands
o'clock
for
or a little
justice
bit
for Andrew Brown Jr., the 42
No, I should be home by 5:30.
He'll be laid to rest tomorrow, killed by
Okay.
police serving a
All right.
warrant at his home on April
Take care, be
21st.
safe, all right?
A memorial service was held
Lom up
today.
there. I call it Smats because I found it.
Taking to the streets for now a 12th straight day. Repeated calls
Some
at
car
police
fire out on the
camera from
highway,
the
so you
incident
need to
being
get
released.
home.
So far, the family says they've only been allowed to see 20 seconds
That's my
of
llama.
that video. And there's still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Sunday. The deadly shooting inside a casino. At
Bro,
least
but wait for me.
3 people dead who police say the gunman was targeting. And the investigation now underway after a restaurant deck collapsed while holding dozens of people celebrating a birthday party.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
right. The whole transgender thing is in sports. It's difficult because I'm all about people
What?
want
No,
to
I'm driving.
change their gender and they want to fine.
I'm literally driving right now,
Go
though.
back to-
Next tonight,
Hold on, let's get the sled truck.
You go from man to woman.
Green Bay, Wisconsin.
There's an advantage.
Police say that 3 people are dead, including
Fine, you can drive, but let's get the slurp truck.
gunmen.
Ryan, come back for me. That's not fun.
Police believe the suspect
Oh, never mind. It was just one of the glitched ones.
working at the time.
Wait, do I see another llama?
Underway after the collapse of a
I
restaurant
don't think I
deck.
do.
Police
I need
in
to get an angle.
Chattanooga, Tennessee say the deck gave way while more than 40 people were posing for a picture. Several people had to be rescued from under the debris. 11 people were injured, including 2 critically.
Come back for me, Ryan. There's a car coming.
The fiery sea rescue
Ryan, come back.
flames ripping through a fishing boat. How the crew managed
I
to
am.
escape.
Honey, I have to finish my schoolwork, but I do feel like we're making progress.
30.
What? I didn't know what you were referencing. Okay, sorry.
30.
I do feel like we're
Crack.
making progress on so many
Just
fronts.
keep driving.
I'm so ready to take a break from the work.
Oh, bad they're fighting. We can get away.
You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, so close to placement.
I am psyched for the kitchen and the yard.
There's
looking
another car
good,
ahead of us
but
where we're
we need
driving.
some oof when it's done.
Oh, I'm with you. Where did that come from all of a sudden?
It's just this.
You alright? Yeah, you know, the yard. I don't know, the yard's looking good.
I don't know, bro. We only
It's,
have 3
green
wheels.
A little bit.
By yard, I mean the gardens and the stump and
Bruh.
the mulch and the, you know.
Now we have 2
I
wheels.
think they go like green and grass.
No, I didn't mean the grass.
Yeah. No, yeah, it looks so much better. You know, thanks to everybody spreading mulch and planting flowers. And, you know.
Tired of fuel, isn't it?
We'll see what happens with the whole pool thing.
As far as
No, you know, Tate wants to jump in it. I don't think it's gonna warm up that quickly. Maybe pretty cold, but whatever. When I was talking about projects, you know, I was thinking like, oh, gotta do.
Why do you blow up the car?
The door, no chicken coop. Have time. That doesn't have to happen now. Have time.
right.
They probably
We talked
saw
about
it.
wanting to do something with the roof, you know. So when the winter rolled around,
Bill's right over there. Yeah, yes, they do. Yeah, it's gone. It goes away.
you know, we talked about doing something with the ramp out there.
The ramp?
I think it might be you. Oh no, it's a chicken.
I mean a ramp. My thought was get one sheet of plywood, and instead of replacing a whole,
I'm gonna kill your
really
chicken.
3 sheets. Where all the holes are, you need 3 sheets. But that'll leave it like structurally, you know, like it'll be like real nice and structural. You know, I'm thinking like, you know, well, maybe you don't do that. Maybe you just replace the pieces that are broken. And leave the rest there, you know.
Oh shoot! Oh, that's such a clutch thing. Take.
What? Kids over there. No, I'm just I'm watching you right now.
Make it your mission. If you can't afford your medicine, Abby may be able
By the way, there's kids coming.
To the index now.
Kids over there.
Rescue off the coast of Cape Cod. New video released by the Coast Guard.
Have my
shows
marker.
flames and smoke shooting out of the
We have to go to zone a bit more.
The five
Bro, where did all your health go?
stern of the ship into the water. The Coast Guard then airlifted
Come down,
them to
I have
safety.
health.
No injuries reported. A Colorado woman has been
Are you gonna
killed in
use
an
one?
apparent bear attack
We should
while
get
walking her
zone.
dogs. The 39-year-old victim was found dead.
You're gonna
in
die.
Durango. It appears that she was mauled. Bear hair was found at the scene. A female black bear and her 2 cubs were discovered nearby and euthanized out of an abundance of caution. And NASA's daring nighttime splashdown. Infrared cameras captured the water landing of the
I already have my
SpaceX
kids.
Crew Dragon in the Gulf of Mexico. The 4
Come in
astronauts
here and
on
heal.
board returning from a historic 5-month mission to the International
Gold primal
Space
shotgun.
Station. It was the first nighttime splashdown for NASA since 1968. And when we come back, the 9-year-old
Right, and there's a big part.
and his rendition of the national anthem.
Just like aim. Yeah, there's a mini over here and then a big pot over there. Yeah, no, do it.
Dogs. American Idol Disney Night Live, ABC tonight.
The Incredibles 2. You're part of the wonderful world of Disney. ABC Monday.
I won't.
Finally tonight, the 9-year-old
I don't have any
who has
empty
become a
slots.
singing sensation after simply raising his hand to sing the national anthem at school.
Good morning, students and staff. Today we have a special treat.
Each day, right after the morning announcement, the students of Bates Elementary School in Louisville, Kentucky,
I have a gold primal shotgun.
national anthem.
We probably shouldn't camp though.
On this occasion,
Don't run into storm.
9-year-old Corey Johnson serenading his classmates.
Now they want me to sing it at a baseball and a football and
Yeah, really not. Okay, we gotta go zone.
everywhere.
Including the University of Louisville.
And I'm like, oh my Jesus!
It all happened last week when students returned to in-person classes.
We gotta get to zone first and there's kids coming.
If he could sing.
There's a kid.
So moved by Corey's performance, the principal recorded and posted it, only for it to go viral.
When he was finished, I couldn't finish the announcements.
Left speechless by the young man whose parents say he could sing before
There's
he
a
could
kid in the
talk.
house, I think.
Corey started off singing at St. Stephen's Baptist Church. He was a little bitty thing, and you know, he would hum along to the song.
Now he doesn't hum, he just belts it out.
Oh my god, bro. Bro, hold on. Can you drive? Can you?
First in the morning, and David, you're right back here tomorrow night on Davis in New York. Have a great night. It's been a challenging year.
I just stopped. Let's just play pubs. No, Ryan, we need to do the kill race. Kill race.
That's tomorrow, mate. Ah!
We need to do the kill race.
Fine.
You said no. You said kill race also, so we did a game of arena. Now we're doing kill race.
This spring,
Why?
the desire to be outside calls for an extremely comfortable inside to take you there. Experience the power of sanctuary during the final days of the Lincoln Spring Season. There's a 2021 Corsair for $359 a month or a 2021 Aviator for $669.
Rockstar. Listen to guitars.
Is your show over?
Yep.
Alright, come with me.
These hooded jumpsuits are made of metal mesh that directs the flow of electricity.
Somewhere. Come. Somewhere.
Where?
No, you want to walk the yard.
I'm be right back. Can we? I'm going Pleasant. I don't know where you're going because it's a kill race. So it's a kill race. So it's a kill race. It's where like you can land anywhere, like, and you just see how many kills each other can get, and whoever has the most kills wins. Bruh. Yeah, they have much better drop than me. Such a bad drop I have. Guess I'll just go here. Bro, that'd be embarrassing. Bro, don't steal my kills. You stole my kill, didn't you? Oh, he's in this house. I'm gonna get him real quick. Bro, almost died. Yeah, that wouldn't be funny. That'd be embarrassing. I couldn't build though. Why not, dude? That's weird. No mats, I'm stuck fighting a kid. But I don't know where he is. I don't know who this kid is, dude. Bro, I can't build. Why can't I build there?
Oh shit.
How many kills do you have? Oh, I have 2. Please die now so I can win. I have 2.
How many kills did you have?
2. Yeah, I guess. Sad.
Look, you come in, it almost looks like a what?
Thank you for the tour.
Yeah, see?
I know a faster way to do it.
This is a nice space in here, I tell you.
Get there. And Pebble Beach is mostly burned. Can't believe you didn't burn the
This is
last
so
3.
bad. I literally just I had mats, but it wouldn't let me build.
Thank you. It was late. Okay. Bruh. Are we about to watch something?
We could do 800 words. But we don't have to because I'm also doing schoolwork, so.
It's 7:45. I can go shave my hair, shower a little bit.
Yeah. No, not at all. Not the slightest bit. No, you're not, Ryan. Honestly, just die. Oh, yes, kid. Please be good. Please be a real player. Shoot. No, dude. That's not okay.
No, I could have finished. You're so dead. Let's go.
Bro, don't get any more kills. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Bro, dang it, Ryan. Bro, if you're camping, that just means you're a really bad player. If you're camping, it just means you're a really bad player.
I'm not gonna be on waiting for him to
That's camping, Ryan.
Surprise. I didn't even touch it.
Yeah, that. Let's go. You have no AR ammo anymore, bro. Let's go.
Stop.
Brian, you're so bad.
Hey, we literally tied.
You got two?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you shouldn't be saying I'm so bad, but we don't even know how to build.
I know how to build. I
Guys,
can literally
can we
do
build each other up, please? Ryan?
What?
Build each other up, please.
Are you watching Tommy or can I?
You can.
Alright, let's do box fights.
I got up.
Okay, go back on. Let's do box fights.
I'm good.
Bro, you're so weird.
What?
You're so weird, bro. I'm gonna try something. Okay. Let's just do that. Where's a good setting?
You're clearly someone who takes care of yourself, so why wait?
So why isn't this going to stretch, bro?
In early stages, it's more treatable.
You have to put it in window.
I did. Oh wait, it was after. There we go. We messed up on OBS though.
Is an important skill for a lot of sports, and in certain circles
Why
of
is
the
it
internet,
switching to
it's
this
even become its own niche
account?
competition. The standing vertical leap is one of the critical tests at the NFL Combine, and has long been a gold standard for assessing human leaping ability. So who jumps the highest? You might think a dunk legend like Michael Jordan would own the vertical leap record, but the highest jumpers actually aren't basketball players.
Football players actually have the highest vertical jump.
Transform,
Yeah,
transform.
most people would think, well, basketball guys jump more, so they have the highest. But, you know, football players are used to starting from a static position, which is what a vertical jump is.
The NFL Combine's top leaper, Gerald Sensabaugh, once hit 46 inches. And then there's the extra inch higher that USC football player Josh Namath was once measured jumping. So what's the limit? Today, we're going to look at why jumping from a standstill to higher than 50 inches is almost impossible. The box jump, which has been made popular in part by CrossFit workouts, has gone viral on the internet, and it's easy to see why. This is Evan Unger, who set the Guinness World Record for a standing box jump at 63.5 inches. He set the record for single leg jump, too. To find out what it takes, I trained with Unger, learned how to cheat the analog vertical jump test,
Perfect. There's another inch.
and talked with a scientist about why some people, like Evan Unger, can jump so much higher than the rest of us.
His muscles are capable of doing bigger portions than yours.
We flew him out to San Francisco to show us how he jumps so high. So this is ridiculous. This is up to almost my chin. Like I can rest my head on this pretty easily. We're at 60 inches, right?
So this is 5 feet 60 inches.
That's insane. And that's 3.5 inches shy of the world record, which you set.
That's correct.
Right? Okay, so like how I can't even think about
Why
how
is it changing it to this account?
What do you do mentally and physically?
When I'm trying to make a copy of this, it puts it in this account. I I want it in my school account.
Airport and
Please be good, dude.
execute a jump like this.
I will train jumps sporadically, but not very often. But a lot of weight training, and usually just focused on the lower body. So I'll be squatting 3 times a week, and as I get closer, the squats change in variation, in reps, and sets. They get heavier and less reps, and just like making you a lot stronger for a one-time explosive movement, right? Mentally, I think the mental game is just as hard as the physical game. The problem is, like, mentally, you can't really prepare too much for it. But I find when I'm coming up to the box, I try not to think of anything.
Unger trained for a year before he set his record. I didn't have that kind of time, but with his coaching, I got to 34 inches. Easy. And then 38 inches.
Nice.
And that's a mic. And then 42 inches. All right, this is 30-inch box, 34-inch plates. We're at 42 inches high. Before I began to really worry about cracking a shin, Unger had me jumping to 46 inches.
Yeah, I got that.
Almost.
Man, you had full hang time.
Thing is, I'm not technically jumping that high. Because remember, the NFL Combine record is also 46 inches, and I'm nowhere near as athletic as a pro football player. Now, there are lots of different kinds of jumps. There's running jumps, high jumps, triple jumps, but the standing vertical jump is used in the NFL Combine and by sports scientists because it's a good measure of explosive power. The box jump looks amazing, but it's not just pure vertical jumping. It's actually a complex move that builds on top of a vertical jump by pulling your feet up towards your hips. Interestingly, about a century ago, there was an Olympic event called the standing high jump. And it was pretty similar to box jumping. This guy, American Ray Erie, was the reigning champion. He once cleared a bar at 65 inches. If he were alive today, he'd probably give Unger a run for the box jump title. But we wanted to know how Unger might stack up against today's NFL Combine jumpers. So he and I both jumped in front of a measuring tape.
That was ridiculous. I just like watched him rise past me.
As you can see, he outjumped me by a lot. It was hardly scientific, but it looks like he's cruising to nearly 3 feet. That's almost 90 centimeters. Here's the thing. Exactly how high he jumped depends on how you measure it. If you start from a standstill with his feet flat on the ground, or the moment before takeoff when he's on his tiptoes. Depending on your form and how big your feet are, the difference could be 10 or more inches. Either way,
bro, that's not okay.
Impressive jump.
Like, I look at this guy doing the standing vertical jump and I go, my God, what a monster, right?
That's biomechanist Jesus DePina.
And my specialty is trying to understand the mechanics of how athletes jump.
Those mechanics are actually pretty intuitive.
The way to get the biggest possible height is to have a big vertical velocity at the end of the takeoff.
So how do you do that? DePina says it's all about moving up as powerfully as you can for as long as you can before leaving the ground.
Okay, so you would think that you would jump and you would crouch yourself, bend your legs, cram out, and be down there, and then wait and say, okay, let's go. And then you use your muscles to extend your legs as powerfully as you can to get up. Bend your legs, cram out, and be down there, and then wait and say, okay, let's go. And then you use your muscles to extend your legs as powerfully as you can.
Bounce,
the problem with that
stretch to
is
bounce.
that when you're down there waiting to start your jump, you're making a form that is sub-maximal. You're just needing to make the form that you need to hold the downward position. To be able to go upward, you need to make a form that is bigger.
He says there's an even better way.
So what you do is, instead of starting at the bottom, you start standing up. So you're standing up, and then you relax your muscles completely. So your legs turn basically to wet noodles, right? And your gravity pulling downward, so you go down. As you're using your muscles to slow down this downward motion, you're activating those muscles. You're pre-tensing the muscles. So at the very bottom point, you have all of your vertical range of motion for the upward motion available to you still, and your muscles are already pre-tensed.
It's called the counter movement jump. Unger and I both tried it, and not surprisingly, he jumped way higher than me. I asked Dr. DePino why.
That guy
He has better muscles.
almost jumped
His
3
muscles
feet in the air.
are capable
Like,
of doing bigger portions than yours.
Which guy? That guy?
Basically,
Yeah,
just
see?
that
So 3 feet from the floor to the bottom of his feet?
Really, we're talking.
yeah, when his legs are long.
If anyone knows how lucrative a solid jump is, it's Joel Smith. He's a coach who runs an online jumping academy for athletes who want to improve their leaping abilities. He watched me jump and offered some suggestions for how to improve.
We all know squats, deadlifts, front squat. We think strong legs. It'll help. I view it as a way to create tension. So right now,
Yeah, it's tough.
The heck? Just did it again, Ryan.
Jumping high is an important skill for a lot of sports, and in certain circles of the internet, it's even become its own niche competition. The standing vertical leap is one of the critical tests at the NFL Combine, and has long been a gold standard for assessing human leaping ability. So who jumps the highest? You might think a dunk legend like Michael Jordan would own the vertical leap record, but the highest jumpers actually aren't basketball players.
Football players actually have the height.
To higher than 50 inches is almost impossible. The box jump, which has been made popular in part by CrossFit workouts, has gone viral on the internet,
Look
and
at
it's easy to see why.
That's crazy.
This is Evan Unger, who set the Guinness World Record for a standing box jump at 63.5 inches. He set the record for single leg jump too. To find out what it takes, I trained with Unger, learned how to cheat the analog vertical jump test,
Perfect. There's another inch.
and talked with a scientist about why some people, like Evan Unger, can jump so much higher than the rest of us.
His muscles are capable of doing bigger portions than yours.
We flew him out to San Francisco to show us how he jumps so high. So this is ridiculous. This is up to almost my chin. Like I can rest like we're at 60 inches, right?
So this is 5 feet 60 inches.
That's insane. And that's 3.5 inches shy of the world record, which you set.
That's correct.
He's playing with us.
No.
He's trying to tell us something.
Let's see what forensics thinks.
It's one of the most exciting moments in any tennis match. A player steps up to the baseline, maybe